Okay, boys and girls, we have a game to play. Is it okay if we start with the game?
Yes!
Okay, I am going to start sticking one picture at a time into 3 categories. The categories have a special grouping that makes them similar. I'm going to first do a couple by myself, and if you think you're able to help me, you're going to please raise your hand and share with me what goes next. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. The first picture is a picture of a kettle with some steam. My glue is dead. We'll do a new glue. Okay. Touch your nose if your family ever drinks tea and they put hot water onto the kettle and they use steam. So the steam is that little smoke coming out. Ooh, the next thing, this is a magnet. I'm going to put the magnet on top. Okay. Any guesses yet?
No.
All right, this one, ooh, this is wind, like a nice fall day. Where would I put the wind? The wind kind of matches, oh, it's very similar to the steam. How are steam and wind similar? Yeah, how is wind and steam similar? Steam comes out of a kettle. But I want to know, how are they related? How are they similar? Maureen?
Because when you look at both of them, it just looks like wind, and the kind of it looks like little clouds, but it's the clouds actually make the wind.
Oh, so these kind of both look like wind or like clouds. Touch your nose if you would agree with Maureen that both steam and wind kind of look like wind or clouds. Okay. Well, this is a pumpkin. And I'm going to add the pumpkin up here to the magnet, because these two are similar in one way.
No, they're not.
I'm going to add another one. This is a log. The log really goes up with this. A log is similar to a pumpkin and a magnet, but how? Mackenzie, what do you think?
Because they're both hard.
Ooh, they're hard. These things are all hard, and Maureen said these things look like clouds. Ooh, let me add this one. You ready?
Rain.
This is rain.
Rain.
This is not
Wind.
like that. It is not like that. Ooh, it's going to get its new category. When you think, ooh, I'm going to do juice. Who likes to drink juice? Who thinks they know? Where do you think the juice is going to go? Alexa, what do you think?
In the middle.
In the middle. Why do you think juice is going to go in the middle?
Because they're both liquids.
They're both liquids. You're right. You can clap for her. All right, let me take another one. How about water?
Oh,
Where do you think I would put the water? Look at all these smart thinkers. George?
in the middle.
In the middle. Why?
Because it's almost like the rain.
Because water is almost like the rain. How is water almost like the rain, Georgie?
Because they're both wet.
They're both wet. Oh, I like that. You're a scientist. Now I'm going to add an ice cube. Where would I put an ice cube? Where do you think, Jeremiah?
With the liquids.
With the liquids. Why do you think we should put it with the liquids?
Because when it melts, the water will come off.
When it melts, the water will come off. Okay. But did it melt yet?
No.
So where should I put it? Jeremiah, you tell us. Where do you think we should put it? It didn't melt, so where should we put it?
With the magnet and the pumpkin and the log.
With the magnet, the pumpkin, and the log. And going back to, who said that these were all hard?
I did.
Okay. So do you think it kind of is still, is this hard?
No.
Is an ice cube kind of hard?
No. Yes. You slam it on the Yes.
What do you think, Nathan?
Because when you slam it on the floor,
Yeah.
it'll break.
If you slam it on the floor, it'll break. If I slam a pumpkin on the floor, would it break?
Yes.
If I slam a log on the floor, could it break?
No.
Interesting. interesting. You guys have a lot of good thoughts. What about milk?
That's easy.
Where should I put the milk? Joshua, what do you think?
With the liquid.
Why should I put the milk with the liquids?
They're all liquid.
They're all liquids. And what's a liquid?
Something that's wet.
Something that's wet. We keep saying liquids are wet. And what?
I think I said, Georgie said, and then I was thinking about it, but then I said it's wet and eagle.
It's wet and... I didn't hear the second word you said, sweetheart.
Eagle.
Eagle?
No, eagle.
Igro? What's igro?
What's eagle? What's that?
Andrew, do you want to explain or you want to think about it?
I'm gonna think about
Okay, when you're ready, you share with us. Next, I have smoke. Where should I put the smoke? Jordan.
You have to put it on the bottom.
On the bottom, why?
Because it's an air.
It's an air. Huh. Wind is an air?
Yes.
Steam is an air?
Yes.
Where should I put the air? Dorian, let's have Dorian have a chance. Hands are down. Dorian, where should we put the air? On the bottom. Why should we put the air on the bottom?
Because they all are windy.
They're all windy. Okay, I don't have any pictures left. But who thinks they can now guess what's hiding under this one? I have a word here. What do you think that word might be, Alexa?
Liquids.
Why do you think it's the word liquids?
Because all of them are wet and
They're all wet and what?
they're all liquid.
They're all liquids. Ready? Let's see.
You know what?
So it's interesting, the word wet kept coming up. I wonder what would happen if we worked with liquids. Would we get wet?
Yeah.
Who else thinks they know another one? I hear so many whispers, I just want to hear a smart, quiet hand. Though, Josiah, what do you think?
Solid.
Which one is solid, Josiah?
The top.
Why?
Because all those things on the top are hard, but they can break sometimes if they're like smushy. But it's that because when you have things and you feel them, it's hard because when you do that.
So a lot of us are thinking that these are solids because they are hard.
I see that.
Interesting. You're right. Okay. Now let's take a look at the... Who thinks they can tell me, well, if these are solids because they're all, you said hard, scientist Josiah, and someone said these are all liquids because they're wet. I wonder what this is. What do you think that is? Luvia. Why do you think this is a gas? Let's hear her scientific answer, please. Hand down, Jeremiah.
Because everything has wind.
Because everything has wind. Does anyone want to add to that? She thinks it's gas because they all have wind. What do you think, Nathan?
All of them are air because they give you a breeze.
They give a breeze. Okay. Yes, Mayura, what do you think is behind here? Hands are down. We have a scientific thinker.
Windy.
What?
Windy.
Windy. The word windy is under here. Well, the correct answer, it was said, is Now, before I yell this question out, I'm going to warn you, I don't want you to yell the answer. I want you to whisper the answer to somebody you're sitting next to. Ready? What is it called when we're talking about things that are solids, things that are liquids, and things that are gases? These all have like a heading or a main idea. Whisper to a friend, what do you think describes all solids, liquids, and gases? Find a friend, whisper. And 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Touch your nose if you had a chance to turn and talk. Elena, who did you speak with?
No one.
No one. Oh my goodness. Elena, you have to turn and say, may I please be in your group, because that'll help you for next time. Who would like to tell me, what do all solids, liquids, and gases have in common? Like, if I needed to give a title for this chart, what would I call it? What do you think, Adam?
Science facts.
Oh, science facts. That's cool. But there's a better word we can use. Anyone have another word? I'm going to give you the word. Ready? And if you think you know the word, you can get ready. Starts with... Mass. All objects are either a solid, a liquid, or a gas. Now we're going to get ready to do an experiment. I'm going to invite you all to your seats. Listen to the directions. And as a table, you need to decide on what color you want your matter to be. Because I'm going to be able to give everyone a color. And then you're going to draw what you see, and we're going to have a chance to talk about it. Okay? So table captains, you may go sit down first. And I'm now going to invite everyone that loves eating a solid food. If you can think of a food that you love to eat that's a solid, you may sit down. And if there's something you love to drink that you can think of that's a liquid, go sit down. And if you don't love to eat a solid, you don't love to drink liquids, go sit down. Okay, I'm going to give you 2 minutes to talk at the table. What color liquid do you want to work with?
Can I go back to my computer? I want purple. We said yellow together.